The next two measures in the work environment set also kind of work hand in hand. The first of these is personal outcomes positive. And this is a measure of whether there are positive outcomes that are meaningful to the person. Now, of course, most people's mind jumps to things like raises. And frankly, that's not what these items measure, because a lot of times in the workplace, just simple recognition or a pat on the back from a supervisor is enough to motivate employees. And the questions really ask, if you use this training, will something good happen for you? Now, you may not be surprised that the responses on this are pretty mixed, though they probably lean toward not much reward for using training. Now, let me ask you, just as an individual, think about this. If you go to a training class and they're asking you to do things differently, whatever the topic happens to be, but you know there's no real reward for doing that and there's no real payoff for doing that, are you going to put forth the effort? Well, it's no surprise that only 10 to 30% of the people do, because in organizational life, we tend to be very reward oriented, and the rewards are a way that the organization signals to people what really matters. And so there's all these things coming at us that we're being asked to do. And if you're a smart employee, you take a look at which ones really get rewarded, and do those things rather than things that aren't rewarded. So we need to find ways to at least get recognition programs in place for people who transfer their learning. And a lot of this goes back to what I was talking about with supervisors. And that is, if we can teach them their role, they can do a lot of this and provide a lot of the reward and recognition that will motivate employees.